Hello guys, and welcome back to my Let's Play Fallout New Vegas. I was going to say Fallout 3 then. Yeah, in the last video we were taught how to shoot and cook by Smiley and her dog. And then we've got to talk to Trudy. Hello Trudy.
Well, you've been causing quite a stir. Glad I finally got to meet you. Welcome to the Prospector Saloon.
Nope.
Looks like our little town got itself dragged into the middle of something we don't want anything to do with. About a week ago, this traitor, Ringo, comes into town. Survivor of an attack, he says. Bad men after him. Needs a place to hide. We figured he was just in shock, so we gave him a place to lie low. We didn't actually expect anyone to come after him. He's holed up at the abandoned gas station up the hill.
I knew it. I remember this, roughly I think.
You mean murder him? That's not our way, even if Cobb is scum. He can bluster and threaten all he wants. Some of the others, like Sonny, will probably stand up for Ringo if he asks for help, which he hasn't. Personally, I hope he sneaks out of town one night and takes the powder gangers with him.
Power Rangers.
Chain gangs, really. The NCR brought them in from California to work on the rail lines. Problem is, it turns out that giving convicts a bunch of dynamite and blasting powder isn't the best idea. It was a big escape not too long ago. Some of them stuck together so they could make trouble. That's what we're dealing with now.
So
If you were able to get Ringo out of this mess, you'd have a decent reputation around Good Springs. I'd even set you up with a discount. Of course, helping Ringo would also make the powder gangers mad, and they've got a lot of friends out there.
meh, I'm up for the discount.
Don't know why you'd want to do a thing like that. Yep, you'd get on their good side, but people around here wouldn't appreciate it one bit. Not much, other than they're a bunch of freeloaders who expected a few rounds on the house. I was able to get them to pay up, though. Of course, one of the great cons did knock my radio to the floor by accident, and it hasn't been working since. They were having some kind of argument about it, but the guy in the checkered coat kept shushing them. Sounded like they came in from the north through Quarry Junction. If that's the case, I can't say I blame them for not wanting to go back.
That's Caesar
That
territory.
whole area is overrun with the kind of critters that just get mad if you shoot them. Merchants avoid that whole stretch of I-15 like it's radioactive, which it could be for all I know. I didn't hear exactly, but the leader was talking about the strip. Fellow wants to get there and avoid the 15, he'd have to go east. Take Highway 93 up. Sure, the outside looks okay, but I think something broke on the inside. There'd be caps in it for you. I do like to hear what's going on in the world. And that Mr. New Vegas seems like such a gentleman. I know that thing as much as anyone else around here. It mostly keeps to itself, which is just fine by me.
Well, she's a bit racist towards the robot, isn't she?
Other than rolling around once in a while, it doesn't do anything useful as far as I can tell. I don't know why it took an interest in you, but I'd be careful. It's never helped anyone before. It acts friendly enough, but I don't trust that whole cheerful cowboy act. I find it all very creepy. It was here when I took over the saloon 7 years ago. Some people have said its owner lived here, but no one knows who it was.
He's not a dog.
Fine by me. Mostly traders looking to buy bighorn or meat and hides. The traders are the main reason the general store manages to stay in business. Most travelers heading south on the I-15 just push on towards Prim, unless they're in desperate need of supplies.
I like how she's got a revolver and a mug behind her.
He's a convict, just without the chains. Said his name was Cobb. Powder gangers is what they call themselves. Plenty more like him out there. There's always something interesting going on. But the biggest news has to be the coming dust-up between the NCR and the Legion over the dam.
I'll see what you got for sale.
Special discount for you, after what you've done for us.
Don't want to spend this whole video just talking. Fixing things. I'll have that. I'll have that. I'll have that. That's 60. Let's get some vodka and whiskey, eh? That'll do.
Give me a shout if you need anything else. The new California Republic's got the most power in Nevada. Money, troops, you name it. They do what they can to keep things safe in the region. But if you ask me, they're trying to do too much. They're spread too thin.
I decided I will talk about him because he might add some more markers on my map for me to explore.
I'm pretty sure the NCR wants to hold on to the dam because it's one of the few places around that can make electricity. The Legion are a bunch of savages, though. No idea why they'd want the dam. Probably plan on destroying it or something. Slavers, killers, and all other kinds of trouble. They dress up like Roman soldiers, so there's no mistaking it when you see them. The rumor is that the Legion is far larger than the NCR lets on, and that it's been due to luck that the Legion hasn't overrun the territory.
Okay, that'll do.
Be careful out there.
Right. Where's that radio? Radio. An examination of the radio's internal components reveals that several parts and connections were popped loose when the radio hit the floor. It should be a fairly simple repair job to get it working again. Repair of 20 or greater. What's my repair? 17. I picked up a magazine. Miscellaneous. Where is it? Where is it? Where's my magazine that I brought? Oh, here it is. A. There we go. Repair.
Feeling thirsty? Yeah, I heard it turn right back on after you got done tinkering with it. Here's some caps for the work.
15 out of 20.
I could get another working radio with the caps I already gave you. Now, how about...
How about now? Right. Okay. Oh. Welcome to level 2. Assign 13 skill points. Let's go for barter. Explosive, guns, lockpick, medicine, repair, science, sneak, speech, survival, unarmed. I might as well do all of them, Anta. Makes sense. Choose one perk. In combat, you do plus 10 damage against male opponents. Outside of combat, you'll sometimes have access to unique dialogue options when dealing with the same sex. Intense training. With the intense training perk, you can put a single point into any of your special attributes. Lady Killer. In combat, you'll do plus 10 damage against female opponents. Outside of combat, you'll sometimes have access to unique dialogue options when dealing with the opposite sex. With the retention perk, the bonuses granted by skill magazines last 3 times as long. Swift Learner. With each rank in Swift Learner perk, you gain an additional 10% to total experience points. Obviously, I'm going to have that one. Thank you. Right, let's go find Ringo Starr. Oh, wrong way. Where is... There it is. Let's go offer Ringo my services. I like how it's a roulette table. Saving content. Pardon me, sorry for burping then. Jump the crack. Jump the crack. Jump. Jump. I do like jumping on this. Jump. Ringo, oh Ringo.
That's close enough. Who are you, and what do you want with me?
I'm not an enemy, if that's what you're asking.
Sorry about the gun. You just caught me off guard, that's all. We got off to a bad start. What say we start over with a friendly game of Caravan? You know how to play?
I loved that game, Caravan. I want to see if I can remember how to play it.
Yeah. He doesn't look very tough, though. I hear he's afraid I'll shoot him down from one of the windows when I see him. And he's right. I'll have a much bigger problem once his friends show up. There's no way I can handle all of them in a gunfight. I'm gonna lay low for as long as I can, assuming the town doesn't throw me to the wolves. I've got no chance against the gang on my own.
I'll help you.
We just end up sharing the same grave if it's just the two of us. Now, if some of the other people in town were also on board... Start with Sunny Smiles. She's been friendlier than most around here.
Hey, I want to play Caravan with you. So look what we got. Take Turpentine. Boxing times. Approx whiskey.
So what's going on? Did Sunny agree to help us?
I've not spoke to her yet.
Oh. Well, I don't want to make a move until she's with us.
I want to play...
So what's going on? Did Sunny agree to help us?
I want to play Caravan. Really? Fine, I'll go talk to Smiley. Where is she? Jump. Jump. Barbed wire. Smiley. Oh, Smiler. Where are you? He's close. That would be a good perk. Be like Ace Ventura.
Howdy. Hi there. Sticking around Good Springs for a while longer? Say no more. I'm in.
Well, that was easy.
Joe Cobb talks about leaving us alone if we hand over Ringo. But I know his type. He and his friends will come after the town eventually. However, between you, me, and Ringo, we aren't exactly a force to be reckoned with. A lot of people around here look up to Trudy. If you could convince Trudy to join us, some of the folks in town might decide to help out as well. I know Easy Pete's got a stock of dynamite somewhere, and Chet just got a shipment of leather armor we could borrow. Talk to them as well. Finally, there's a good chance we'll all end up with extra holes in us. So if Doc Mitchell could cough up some extra stim packs, that'd be great. A silver tongue would help. Convincing Trudy that we had a good plan to win the fight would also help. I don't think give is in Chet's vocabulary. Even with the town at stake, he'd still make you barter with him. Easy Pete's pretty protective of his dynamite. You'd have to convince him you know a thing or two about explosives before you handed it over. Sure can. Take the road southeast out of town till it hits the freeway. Premise the town with the roller coaster straight south. Can't miss it.
Wow.
NCR patrols do a good job of keeping the highway clear, but I'd keep your gun where you can reach it easily. You never know who you'll run into. Off the road, you'll probably start running into hostile wildlife. My advice would be to stick to the highway when you can. Not in Good Springs, no. But if you're up for a little scavenging, there's always the schoolhouse. Most of what's in there is junk, but there's this old safe that even Easy Pete wasn't able to crack with dynamite. If you want to take a shot at it, take these.
Didn't I open it?
If the lock's too much for you to handle, reading through the magazine might give you the edge you need. You'll need those to pick the lock. Be careful, though. Put too much pressure on them, and they'll snap. Oh.
I did.
Well, go ahead and keep the stuff I gave you anyway. It'll be more useful to you than me.
Thank you, Smiler.
I hunt geckos, mostly. The meat's pretty good, and I can always find a buyer for the hides. I also help keep the town clear of rat scorpions and coyotes. Not many people live in Good Springs, so wildlife is always creeping in. Sure, what do you want to know? Southeast of here is Prim. Can't miss it. Since it has the giant old roller coaster right in the middle of town. The NCR's got an outpost there. If you follow the road north, you'll eventually hit Sloan and Quarry Junction. They mine rocks or something, but I heard they got troubles lately.
Be some money
I'd head that
there.
direction if I were you, though. Got critters up there that don't take kindly to getting shot. The new California Republic. Bunch of settlers and soldiers coming in from the west, fixing on making Nevada their own. They can be right pushy, but the roads are safer because of them, so I tend to let it go. Not that I got a choice.
Goodbye. Right, did I buy a speech magazine from...
Hello.
I keep pressing start. I did, didn't I? Barter, science, speech, there we go.
So you're planning on taking on Joe Cobb's gang. It's a big risk, but I suppose you have to do what you think is right. I was planning on sitting this one out, but for some reason, I can't help but like you.
Boom.
I'm with you.
Thank you.
Let me have a word with a few other folks, and I'll see if I can't round up some more members for this militia you're creating. While everyone does own a gun, we could stand to be a little better equipped. The general store probably has what we need in stock.
I'll go speak to him next.
Be careful.
Don't think Pete will help me much, but I'll give it a whirl.
Howdy. Too dangerous. Gonna kill all yourselves if I let you touch it. Better to leave it buried. Safer that way. Too dangerous. Sorry. Blow yourself up. Blow your neighbor up. Blow the whole town up.
Okay, I'll come back to you. Unless... I keep pressing start. Stop it. No. Okay. Where's Chet? Here. Hello, Chet.
You must be the one Doc Mitchell was patching up. The way I heard it, I didn't think you'd be walking out of that office. I've got plenty of supplies for sale. Even got some weapon mods and special ammo. Well worth the caps if you ask me. If you're hurting for caps, I've also got boxes of surplus ammo in the miscellaneous section. They're not great, but you get what you pay for. Now just hold on. I never voted to take on the powder gangers. That's a 1,000 cap investment you're talking about.
That's a lot.
You made your point. I can provide people with some leather armor and extra ammo. Sure hope it's worth it.
Silver tongue.
And, I'll be guarding the store while all this is going on. I have to put my business first. You understand.
That's not a problem.
The leader was a New Vegas type. Typical city boy. He had a bunch of Great Khans with him, probably hired guns. The Great Khans normally stay in their own territory way up northwest, on account of them being enemies with the NCR. Can do.
Wonder if he's got any explosive magazines. Oh. Oh, yes. Yes. Can never get too many bobbing pins. But coffee. Could do with some coffee. See, I got dynamite here. I don't need Prosperous Pete. Pork and beans. I don't really need that now. Triple H's shovel. Oh, silenced pistol. Nope. The cards
Give me a
then.
shout if you need anything else. Weapon mods are things like silencers, scopes. Special ammo
sorry.
includes things like armor-piercing bullets, which don't hurt the target as much, but let you punch through armor easier. There's also hollow point bullets, which have the opposite effect. You can kill unarmored targets easier, but they don't do shit against armor.
Right, you'll do.
Take it easy now.
Goodbye. Let's go talk to the good old doctor. He seemed like a nice man. I'm pretty sure he'll help me. Right, so that one's Ringo. So it's got to be this one here, isn't it? Doctor. Doctor, doctor, where are you? But he's asleep. No. There he is.
Welcome back. I had hoped you wouldn't need to come see me again so soon. What can I do for you?
I'm hurt. I need help, Doc.
Seems like wherever I go, it's always the same. Folks just never leave each other alone. Oh, I'm not much good in a fight with my bum leg. And my supplies are scarce, but I'll give you what I can spare.
I wish I could give him some money to help, since he helped me.
You take...
Oops. Skipping. Right, let's go talk. Oh, what was that? Oh, it's his hat. Let's go talk to Ringo now and see if he's happy.